Lately, I've been noticing something about myself. I take other people's opinions a little too seriously. No one pointed it out to me. It wasn't something someone said. It's just something I've caught myself doing over and over again until it became impossible to ignore. Someone makes a passing comment, questions a decision, misunderstands me, or expects something from me. And somehow I carry it longer than they probably do. For the longest time, I thought that meant that I was being responsible, that I cared, that I was trying to be a good person. But lately, I have been asking myself a very different question. The question is, why am I working so hard to meet expectations that were never mine to begin with? Because when I looked closely, I realized I wasn't just showing up for my own values. I was trying to show up for everyone's version of who they want me to be. And well, that's exhausting. The truth is, the only person I need to show up honestly for is myself. Not because other people don't matter, but because if I'm constantly trying to satisfy everyone else's expectations, I slowly lose sight of who am I. I'm also realizing something else. People speak from their own experiences, their own fears, their own disappointments. Sometimes their opinions have very little to do with who you are. Someone else's judgment isn't always the truth. Sometimes it's simply the story they have been carrying. And just because someone hands you that burden doesn't mean that you have to carry it. So now, when something starts to weigh on me, I ask myself one question. Is this actually mine to hold? Most of the time, it isn't. That doesn't mean I stop listening to feedback or stop caring about people. It just means I stop giving every opinion the same authority over my life. The people I admire the most aren't trying to prove themselves to everyone around them. They are grounded in who they are. They listen, they learn, they let go, and they don't spend their energy carrying things that were never theirs. That's the version I am trying to become. Not someone who cares less, just someone who's more careful about what and who I give my energy to. So, if you've been carrying the weight of someone else's expectations, someone else's criticism, or well, someone else's version of who you should be, put that down for a moment. Come back to yourselves because at the end of the day, the expectations that matter most are the ones that you have for the person staring back at you in the mirror. Everything else can be held a little lighter.